up, just tell me now. I'm living in a blinded town, am I running out of time? Feel like a drug when I'm talking to you. Slow trip, trying to play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach. White water running down my feet. Make love and repeat, I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. 'Cause it's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving head first, don't save me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? To make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
Let me read my brother Super Cap because I really appreciate it. Shout out to Grown Man Talking. Already became the sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. Grown Men Talking. Shout out to GMT. Thank you, bro.
No captivity.
GMT say, my guy, no cap. It was a blessing having you on the show Sunday. Had some great feedback. Blessings. Thank you, bro, man. Hey,
No captivity.
just in case some of y'all don't know, I was on Grown Man Talking show last Sunday, and I had a blast, man. Shout out to Grown Man Talking, and shout out to his entire panel, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. I had a great show. I had a great time on his show. A lot of different opinions, very opinionated panel. Thank you for even giving me that warm embrace, GMT. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to Grown Man Talking's channel yet, make sure y'all go subscribe to Grown Man Talking. It's an excellent brother, excellent channel.
GMT and Mingo.
Hey!
Hey, he should come on the panel. Like, he should definitely come on the
Come on
panel.
up here, sir. Come on up here. By the way, is this a love offering or is this
No,
indentured servitude?
that's my dog. Those are for minutes.
All love.
Those are definitely for minutes.
Blessings.
No, don't influence him. He can
No,
make
that's
his
my
decision.
partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
What up, Grown Man Talking? I appreciate you. Let me see. Grown Man Talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man Grown Man Talking right there. If y'all can see that. That's the name of this channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He could have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate you, Grown Man Talking.
It's your boy GMT. This time we're doing it big. Dating is hard, and lately it's been like a cat and mouse game, and dating with intentions has almost become non-existent.
Here's where we come in. Hi, I'm Dion. The dating scene has become dry and swiping left has become irritating. Are you ready to find the love of your life?
Welcome to Meet to Marry, What is going on? What is going on, you two? As you can see, we are live. We are live. We are back in the building. Shout out to y'all. So, I'm all over the place. As you can tell, I'm all over the place today. But we're going to give y'all a second round of applause. Shout out to y'all. All right, y'all. We got the lovely panel in the building. Here goes Kit. Kitty Kit, what up, what up? As you can see, we got the lovely Candace in the building. We got
Wall Street.
Oh, we got Wall Street in the comments. We got Candace in the building. I'm so chill. We got Ash. What up, Ash? We got Kit, and we got the lovely Riri in the building, and my man Blockchain. What up? What up? What up? What up? We are live. This is gonna be a good show. I hear a lot of stuff going on. Who is that? That's Ash. That's Ash. Hold on. That's Ash. Ash moving wheelbarrows over there for the military. All right. No, that's not Ash. Who is that? Somebody's typing.
Block.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
That's you.
No, I'm typing. I'm not crumpling. I'm typing.
That's you.
My mic etiquette is
That's
impeccable. It
fast.
can never be me.
Word,
No
right?
cap.
All right.
My man, no cap.
All right. How about you stop typing, kid? Jesus Christ. All right. What up? What up? No Captivity is in the building. Shout out to No Cap with Freezy, my guy. He says, grown man talking, my man's. Peace and blessings to the entire panel and chat.
Oh, yeah.
Shout outs to you. And we got D in the building. What up, D? She says, what's up, GMT? Sup, Ming? What the deal? What the deal? As we said, we got who else is in the building today? Wall Street. There she go. There go Ash. My man Highway is in the building. What up? What up, Skinny? So check it. Everyone that's watching, do me a favor and hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And on top of that, make sure you share the content. Let your peoples know GMT is live. We got a good show for y'all today. As you can see, I got a fantastic panel. What's up, Chill?
Professor's in the back room.
Where Professor at? Oh,
In the background.
yo, Professor. He's just sitting there waiting patiently. I'm sorry about that.
There you go. There go my brother.
It's all right. My TA just left, so it's good.
Okay, yo, something else, yo. All right, so anybody got anything to shout out real quick before we get into the show? Because I got a meeting later, so I don't got all day. So let's go. Anybody got anything to shout out?
Nah, we ready.
Now let's cook.
Get the book. Y'all see it in my tagline.
Go.
Get your holiday book. Oh, Candace, and you don't forget to text me so I can send you the link.
Got you. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Also, make sure y'all stay tuned for Me to Marry. As y'all can see, I've been dropping a lot of behind the scenes footage.
Yes.
Just a little stuff for y'all, little teasers, but we're going to get this popping. We got Faye in the building. Faye is in the chat. What up? What up, Faye? I'll miss you, Faye. What is the deal? Her chocolatey skin. What up, Faye? All right. So, are y'all ready to have a good show? Let's get into the main topic. Blockchain. Blockchain. You got any shout outs, man?
No.
I just shout out the panel. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's here. Everybody that's in the comments. You, of course. Shout out. Also, too, shout out to the homie Yancy. She's the reason why you came out here in these internet streets for the most part. So, shout out to everybody that I'm about to piss off.
and there's that.
That's my guy, Blockchain, yo. Professor, what up, Professor? Any shout outs real quick, my brother?
No, man. Everything's going well. My basketball team won their first game last week, so I'm glad about that. But other than that, man, everything is good. It's ready for the holidays to be over with. Grinch is my favorite Christmas character, so I hated that he found a heart at the end. But the first part of the movie was great.
All right.
All right. Riri, any shout outs? Riri, do me a favor. Y'all need to go over to her channel and subscribe. Let's get her subscriber base up up to by I'm gonna say February. Let's get her up to 40,000 subscribers, y'all. By February. Let's do this. Let's get her channel
Love
pop.
it. Love
That's
it.
the
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Thank
Here
you.
we go. Oh, of course. And we got the lovely Ash in the building. What up, Ash? I know you know the audience miss you. They haven't seen you in a few weeks. They was actually talking about you on Friday show. A few of them was like, yo, you know how World Class is cheating on you with some other panel members. And it's
He always cheating. Like he really no good at this point. I hope he in the audience listening too. He always in somebody else's face.
he gonna be up in Riri face next. Then he gonna
I'm
go for
already
Candace.
knowing. I'm already
That's just what
knowing.
he does.
I'm
man,
leaving him in 2024.
Nah, that's not gonna fly over here, so you good.
Hey, not too much.
It's okay. I was about to say he don't need consent, but that sounded bad. Listen, he gonna shoot and shoot and shoot.
Leave my dog alone, man.
Great guy. He's amazing for everybody. For the streets though.
For the streets, but he amazing.
Yeah.
That's my guy, World Class. Shout out to World Class. All right, y'all. So let's get into the show. I got a question. You know, now I'm starting off with questions. This one's for the panel. All right. I was having a conversation with one of my guys today, and we was talking about the way men dress and how important it is to the caliber of women that he gets. So he doesn't think that there's a difference, right? He thinks that women should be with you if they like you, no matter what. And he also feels as if women will say that they want the man in the suit, but then go sleep with Tupac. So, what are y'all thoughts on that topic?
All right, who going first?
Wow.
I thought it was a question for the
A
women.
lot to unpack with this one. I mean, I feel like, yeah, the attraction's first, right? Attraction's everything. So if you are out there dressed with your pants sagging, you're not looking to put together, you're going to attract a certain type of woman, or none, if anything. I don't care about a suit, but maybe just keeping yourself together. And then also, when it comes to the woman part of it, if she likes you and she's into you, she's going to help you get to that point as well. She's going to suggest different things. I've done that a couple of times. So, but yeah, all first attraction, no, absolutely not. And nobody's cheating with nobody look like Tupac. That's crazy.
What y'all say about Tupac?
I don't know, Riri.
No, that's
But
not my
go ahead,
style. Like the hood guys, I'm so out of it.
No, we talk about me against the world Tupac, not Death Row Tupac.
No, even that, no. It's a certain level of caliber that I'm looking for when it comes to a man. And if you can't attract me with that off first sight, then no, we're not going there. So
is this just for the ladies, or the guys can speak on it?
No,
too?
anyone got this one.
All right, so I will say this, that you know what I'm saying, the game done changed now. Back when I'm in my 40s, 43. So back when I was young, we used to wear printed t-shirts and the jeans and all that stuff, you know, with always wearing Jordans and whatnot. But ladies' taste have changed. They kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Dudes who dress like that, they attach that to guys who ain't got their act together yet. They're not as mature. So they look for guys who wear solid colors. They kind of coordinate a little bit more business casual when they're stepping out. I mean, you could do the jeans and t-shirts and you know what I'm saying, some chucks or whatever, but they do they attach how you dress to your manhood, to the level of man you are, your character too. You know what I'm saying? They also look at the type of car you drive too. All of that stuff. It actually values who you are. But
let's talk about the Knickerbockers and the skinny jeans. Oh, Lord.
Hold on, let me get these super chats real quick from Blockchain, who's on the panel, but said it super chat. My man says, with the $2 super chat, this professor looked like he's wearing a sweater dress.
And if I was, probably. I like to air it out down there.
Oh man. And he says also with the $5 super chat, he says Candace and her Christmas tree decorated by Nipsey Hussle. Oh. That blue that Crip tree. Yo.
He's a fool.
So blockchain is something else.
All right,
so
so funny.
who else want to jump in on this topic?
I believe in versatility. I believe in being able to dress for the occasion, right? Like if you are trying to show up and you're wanting to attract a certain thing, then you have to dress the part. You can't go for a corporate job in jeans and, going to anything suited and booted where it's supposed to be relaxed. You're going to stand out and not in the way that you want. So definitely want to make sure that we're looking at this from what is their versatility? Can they, like, because when you dress a certain way, you present a certain way, you carry yourself a certain way. Are you able to flip the scene and be able to relax and chill and do something that doesn't require that level of statue versus you're always stuck in that space and not able to kind of like get down and have a good time because you're so stuffy in it. So that's my take on it. Like if you like the skinny jeans thing, like if your jeans are tighter than mine, because if anybody's seen me, they know there's a lot going on in the back. Like you got your jeans all out, your drawers and all kind of shit. That's just not attractive to me. But there are young ladies who are like, oh, he got on the $50 drawers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why a lot of them, show like their underwear and stuff. They're trying to show like the brand, not necessarily just the drawers. So they're trying to, but again,
I don't know about that. These Negroes just be showing their drawers. They want to just, it's just a
That-
style. They
Nah,
don't really
some of them
care.
really want
He's
that
showing
brand to
that-
be
he's showing
showing.
that
I know
his
these guys be
butt.
rocking the Miri draws just to let people know they want.
Yeah,
Thank
it's,
you.
it's he advertising
That's
his
the
butt.
cheapest
That's
the
what
Miri
he's
item
doing.
they can afford. So they
He advertising his
He's
butt cheeks.
advertising his booty. That's what he's doing, and it's not for the women. It's
Yo,
not for
hold
the
on.
women.
Let me get these super chats. Hold on, real quick, y'all. We got a $49.99 super chat from my God Mont. What up? What up? What up? My man Mont with the $49.99 super chat. He says, "What up? What up?" He says, "I see my boy Willie on the panel today." My boy Blockchain is in the building, and we got another one from my man Blockchain who was on the panel. He says, "Chill like Lil Bill, grow up and start my living."
Whoa. That's so
Yo,
accurate.
hold on. And Blockchain not even talking. He like, yo, I'm just gonna drop super chats, and I'm gonna super chat my questions and how I feel on this panel today. Thank you so much, my brother. Hold on, we got my man Jay Mills that joined. All right, with Blockchain with a $100 super chat. Yo, my God he said because I don't want Mark to have a bigger super chat than me. What up, broski?
That's accurate.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. What up, Hassan? Shout out to everyone that is in the chat. Shout out to everyone watching the show today. Do me a favor. Make sure y'all get the likes up. Get the likes up. Hit the like button as soon as you enter the door. So, all right. Thank you so much. Jay Mills is in the building. Shout out to my guy. What up? What up? All right.
All right.
So, okay. I hear what y'all are saying, but go ahead, Chill. You got it.
Oh, what? No, I was just saying, all right. I thought we was getting back to it.
I thought
we was getting back to it. I thought you was about to cook.
Oh no, it ain't too much. When it comes to you know what I'm saying, what a person wear, we already said what it is. Women decipher what type of man he is by how he carries himself, by how he speaks, you know what I'm saying, how he dresses, all of that stuff. They already know. And like my boy, damn, what is his name? What did he say? Where he at? No cap. Goddamn, I have a brain freeze. No captivity said that even the guy that's wearing a certain outfit or whatnot. Yeah, there are some. There you go. Yeah, there are some women that look at dudes. They look at him as adventurous, but that doesn't mean that she takes him serious. She could just be out to have some fun. And just like men look at women that's super tatted up as just fun, they look at dudes like that as just fun. That's all. Man, ain't nobody said that on what? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna agree with you.
Oh yeah, I know. I thought
Don't be aggressive right now, okay?
No, I'm never aggressive. I'm not the aggressive one. I'm more strategic than
what?
I am.
Yeah. So the way that I'm vain. If I don't have the opportunity to talk to you and I see you, let's say, in tight knickerbockers, I'm not approaching you, and I'm not even I'm gonna put on my RBF heavy. If you're in really short shorts and they're tight, I don't care if that's a one-off. It's the fact that you stepped out of the house looking like that and with that on, so it says something about you. So I'm very vain when it comes to that. It matters to me. If I see you with your pants hanging down your behind and you don't look uncomfortable, like you just left your belt and you had to hurry up and get out of the house, I'm not even giving you the time of day. I'm not.
So why is there so much women are attracted to those type of that specific? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. We got a. Let's round this up. We got a $200 super chat from my
Come
man.
on now. Ain't that how they do it? Ain't that how the girls come through?
Oh man, he said put some sparklers in these ladies' heads. He said, I'll take the Casamigo. All right, yo, hold on. Because you really didn't have to do this, my guy. So I truly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
Yes,
thank you so much. Y'all are holding it down today. Thank you, man. Ash, world class is looking for you, right? He wants to know what you said. He wants to know what you said about him earlier. So hold on. Let me get my man.
I don't know
Who snitched?
Listen, right? Who did snitch?
Skinny boy. Skinny snitched on you. So hold on. We got a $5 super chat from my man Block.
Here it go. Hey, I just want you to know you're gonna start some shit with me and Mont now. So
I already knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
y'all like, hold up, no, your bank ain't bigger than mine. Let's go. I appreciate y'all for real. He says, all I know is Ash better not come back on camera wearing that different hair. Yeah, you stupid. Oh man, thank you so much, my brother. All right. Anybody else want to touch this topic? I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Or was I talking? I forgot. I was excited when I saw that $200 super chat.
Maybe another reason is Moist getting it. I understand.
Listen, all of this is going to me to Mary, so hey, definitely let the donations roll in. So even with that being said, y'all, check it out, right? I see a lot of women still. You're right. The older the woman, I believe age has a lot to do with it. But I do still see older women still cheating with the Tupac. You know, all eyes on me.
Why we keep using Tupac as examples? Tupac was just fine by himself. Like, that's just a fine human being. Like, I love me some Tupac. He's just fine. He's just fine. Say somebody else. Say Lil Baby, Young Thug, somebody.
Lil Baby. Okay, there we go. Lil Baby.
Tupac can wear whatever he wants. And I'm gonna turn my head.
Lil Baby.
Every time.
Every time.
What's the question? My bad.
So what is the attraction? Is it the masculinity, or is it like what is it? Is that because I believe that's a false sense of masculinity?
I can tell you. Sometimes the sickness feels like the cure.
Explain that.
Yeah. Go ahead, explain
that. Some women get with a man that will assure longevity and stability. But because they have yet to deal with the wounds of their past, they will revert back to instability because it feels familiar to them. So because it's harder for them to grow into the health of a more stable relationship, a lot of times they will revert back to the thing that broke them, that put them where they are, to not be able to receive that. So sometimes the sickness feels like a cure.
I like that. I differ a little bit.
Like, while we out here doing chat, I put my CashApp in the chat because I don't want y'all to feel like I just have to go. I don't have to just battle here. The battle can go down in CashApp.
Go down in the CashApp.
Look, I just
hey, Grown Man Talking gonna hit $1,000 today in super chats, y'all. Let's get it.
Oh my God, what a blessing that would be! But it looks like I'm already almost there. Yo, we got a $300 super chat from my man Blockchain. Shout out, yo. And what's so crazy? He ain't even say nothing. It's just I'm on the panel. He looked bored. He's like,
right. I'm like, how you bored and you're on the panel? I said that earlier. How you bored and on the panel?
He's like, this is nothing to me. This is like we can do this all day. My man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, my brother.
You know what? I want to hear blockchain's thoughts on how women feel about men and how they dress.
You don't. You think you do. You think you do.
No, I want to
You
hear
think you ready for it.
Let's hear it, Block Man.
No, you don't. That's why he ain't said shit. No, you don't.
Blockchain.
I love
man, Blockchain. What's your thoughts on the topic?
Hey, Riri, it's like calling out Beetlejuice. You can't keep calling Blockchain out.
Blockchain.
Get something you don't want.
That's clever.
I think the more apt comparison would be like calling out Candyman, but I'll take Beetlejuice too.
There you go, Candyman. There you go.
What is the specific question? Me and Mike over here having a battle like we're in a strip club right now, so I'm trying to make sure I
see that, yo.
What is the specific question? How do men feel about the way women dress?
No. So how go ahead. You can tell her. You got it. You got it, Ash.
Yeah, really.
No, I don't got it. I don't actually. I'm using my context clues. I just know it's about women and how men dress.
The question was. The question was, why do women still fall for the bad guy? Like, so older women usually will not appeal to certain men that look a certain way, but there still are older women in relationships with stable men that revert back to the little babies. Why is that?
Because they're trying to
little babies.
Because those are the women they're competing with. So they base their standards off their competition.
That's good.
That was a bar.
That's good. Ooh, that's good.
I
was gonna say
completely different.
The same way that how men will men will cheat and have no desire or inclination to actually leave their wife. Women do the same thing because they're there for a good time, not a long time.
That part. That's what I was gonna lean with. Yeah. They trying to get like
some itches need to be scratched.
And I can say, I don't know. I can say this too. Some of those guys who you see dressed like that, when they open their mouth and start talking, you be like, "Oh, he got game. Oh, he's charming." I've been in that situation before where I've met someone and I stereotyped them, and then when they started talking to me, I was like, well, "Okay, you got some sense about you." So.
And that's why I say that's why I say it's relative to whether or not somebody talks to you or not. If we don't have an instance to where we're gonna have a conversation, the best thing for you, that's why if you want the best in life and you want to succeed more, you have to understand there are some circumstances where people are going to see you and not have a chance to hear from you. So you're not going to be able to change their viewpoint about what they see. So you do have to, if you are smart about life, you do have to take those things into account. And basically, like, as far as the itch that just needs to be scratched, that's still no different than the sickness feels like a cure.
Mm-hmm.
What itch are we talking about? You're talking about a woman trying to get a nut?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was leaning towards.
Y'all gotta stop acting like women and men are the same. Like masculine women do that, but we're not talking about. We're talking about women. Generally speaking, women are masculine. A lot of them are. Generally speaking, women ain't out here just trying to get a nut from a dude. A lot of these women, generally speaking, are just dating the man they see other women want because they think that's the prize. The same way that men go out and decide we want to get a Benz or a Lexus because that's the thing that men with money do. That's like the prize for them. So it's nothing different. It's just the only thing different is the actual what the prize is. Us is a car for y'all. It's niggas that can't afford belts.
All right.
Belts are expensive. If you spend $1,000 on some jeans, $100 on a hoodie, that Louis belt is about between $400 and $600. So a lot of dudes are gonna be like, "Nah, I'm cool. I just spend $80 on the drawers and then let the drawers be part of my outfit." I mean, but if you're still doing that at 40 though, I mean,
yeah, that's scary.
So I got a slight different perspective. So I like to use real world, scenarios as, something that people can have a frame of reference from. So let's take Remy Ma and Pat Poose for an example. You know what I'm saying? Remy Ma had down for her, came to see her in prison. He was doing all that stuff. I mean, she had a kid and he still went with her, but whatever. So she started sleeping with the help. You know what I'm saying? A dude that's,
Kid,
you know what I'm saying?
hold
under
on,
her
hold
care.
on, kid, stop licking the spoon like that. You know the men in the panel. You know, I mean the men in the chat. Cut it out.
First things first, my banana pudding is delicious. Okay, I know Riri would not.
That's
choose
All
it.
y'all,
we've
I feel
heard.
like all
We've
y'all
heard,
eating.
kid.
Jay
Oh,
Mill
man.
got cereal right now.
Right,
He
Jay
can-
over there busting his cereal down. Ain't nobody bothering him. Why can't he eat my banana pudding?
Because Jay ain't
I
over there
feel
acting like
bad
he
about
can lick
eating
his
it next
spoon.
to Riri,
Right.
knowing that we're supposed to be on
Let Jay eat his corn. Let Jay eat his Captain
You over
Crunch.
there licking that spoon like you need your rent paid. Jay,
You know what? Right? Not eating can never be great. It's okay.
Wow.
you can't lick on
Now
nothing.
I don't want to enjoy it. Who
With
needs
those
bananas?
lips, you can't put nothing in your mouth and it not look sexual. Like
That's
you just
fair.
blame your parents for that. They ain't give you them jeans.
Oh man, yo, hold on. Before you go,
You know
before
why
you
it's not
continue,
fair?
chill.
I was already feeling the way
What?
eating it next to Riri, knowing that we're supposed to be on some non-carby shit. We just talked about
Nah,
this.
both of y'all lips.
I'm over here busting this pudding
She
down.
just
Can we get her, Ashley, and Riri together?
Riri don't even talk a lot because she know how her lips look. And you see how Ashley going off camera?
Right, exactly.
Ashley go off camera to reapply chapstick and shit. But the rest of y'all, you over here throwing spoons and Riri over here just trying to keep her mouth from jiggling.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Got
This is a family show. This is a family show. All right, y'all.
in the
1
middle.
second.
Family, the Addams
We got
family?
a four. This
Oh, not
this ain't
Addams.
the Addams family,
Your
right?
family got a lot of lips.
I love my family. All right, y'all. We got a $5 super chat from my guy, Mark. Shout outs to you. He said, "This is for you, blockchain." He says, "Damn, victory to my boy. Looks like you won that battle." All right. And also, we got 10 memberships gifted to the chat from my man Blockchain once again. Thank you, family. Me and Kit actually had a conversation yesterday, and we're gonna work out ways to give our members content. Members only
Like
content.
members only.
Definitely.
Exclusivity. Like
Exclusivity.
things just for y'all. We working out the
Nope.
kinks. It's gonna be super fire.
Don't let it be Kit giving people advice though. Don't let it be that.
Shit, the way
You would
Kid
talk. You would talk.
the way the kid is on that spoon, it might be an OnlyFans page.
Just cute. The spoon.
Quilting. You'll be quilting on OnlyFans. That's what you'll be doing.
Oh man, lippy long.
We got 2 new super chats.
All right,
blockchain.
Hey.
hold up. We got a $400 super chat from Made This. Hold on, who is that? Who?
That's
is
Mark.
He had to make another account because you only spend $500 a day. So he made a new page.
Oh, man.
But since he wants to do
so
it,
that's
just know,
mine.
bro.
Yeah,
I got
that's mine.
15 YouTube pages. Listen. We can make this shit get real ignorant. Like the next thing I'm gonna move over to Zelle. He's gonna start reading Zelle transfers.
Mont conceded. He said you win.
No, that's him. He made a new page where he can sell
Oh
more.
shit! I thought that was
you. Only spend $500 a day.
He said they finna block me. Hold up. I gotta give you the horns for that one, my guy. Much. With the $400 super chat, my guy, I really appreciate y'all are coming through too.
Kid, keep looking at spoon. We getting these $400 super chats. Keep looking
Okay.
at
Girl,
Hey, it's
word.
Christmas season.
Right.
And you
Go
wanna
get some
know
more
what-
banana pudding real fast.
The
Right.
crazy thing is like I swear to God, y'all wasn't even here. I was like, they talking, eating mine and all my business. I didn't even think about it. Like not even. Like
Ain't nobody got no popsicles.
Yo, man, $2 super chat.
Professor, if you start getting some popsicles, I'm getting off the panel. I'm not gonna sit here and watch you eat no popsicles.
No, I said do someone. I didn't say me.
Oh,
yeah. I'm damn sure everybody eat no popsicles.
Wait, why did I read that as? But wait, why did I read that as $2?
I read it like that too. I read the same way.
Dang.
All right, y'all. We off track. I appreciate this, y'all.
Somebody messaged me and said, "Give Riri some of that banana pudding."
That's what I'm trying to say. Go get a popsicle or something. Banana, Hot
I'm
dog.
good.
You know what?
I'm
Oh
on
my
a no.
God.
I am
We
on a
try-
no
Panel.
carb diet, honey.
As
So
we
I'm
go,
good.
It's
guys.
for the
Right.
Thank
You didn't
holidays.
hear what I just said?
No.
This is a
I really
family
feeling the way
show.
about getting it
Yeah,
next
I
to
was
her. 'Cause we
eyeing
were
you,
just
Kit. I
talking
was
about.
eyeing you.
Look, I know. I
Yeah,
was
I
like, oh
know.
my God.
Like, what's she eating over there?
What's going
Exactly.
on? Oh
I'm
my
so
I don't
sorry,
God.
know.
panel.
I don't know what's
Panel.
going on.
Panel, I
I don't know.
apologize. I was just trying to be like Jay. Jay over here busting his bowl down, and ain't nobody thought about this
After
man and his
six,
wife
after six, we
volume.
got private content.
And
You
Comments.
sound like
I'm
that
over
lady
here
that go to
like,
church and is
I am
walking
so
Behind the
along
sorry.
scenes.
religion when she knows
I
she
did
got all
not mean
that
to
ass.
derail
Get
our
mad when
panel.
people looking up from their helmet.
Yo, I
We
gotta
gotta get
reel
to
this
what
in, y'all.
you
I
know
gotta
what?
reel this in.
I will say this though. I did answer a question for what's the purpose of women. Like, I mean, I feel like I kind of touched on that.
Hey,
with
Mingo, what I tell you my answer was
my
going to be
banana
to the
pudding.
question?
I'm just gonna say that.
What did I tell you my answer was to the question?
I want you to tell them what your answer's gonna be.
Well,
To
shit,
the
okay.
question.
This is a
No,
good
don't
segue.
change
Man,
blockchain.
we
No,
talked about that last night. What was that last night we spoke about
Yeah,
that?
this
Or
is
the
a
night
good
I don't care
before?
if
segue.
it was 2 seconds ago. The answer is no.
It's a great segue.
No.
Hold on.
Fantastic one.
Before we play, right? I got a whatchamacallit,
Yes.
a video sent to
video.
me by Jay Mills, right? And then we could get into the main topic. But I think this is gonna be a good one. Now it's a bit long, it's 2 minutes, but bear with me because it's good information. So check
We
this
all
out.
got attention spans.
I mean,
We
who
got
started this? What effeminate man started this whole thing about what does a woman bring to the table? What table? It's my table. I built it or I bought it, and I furnish it. I provide the banquet. I provide the feast. That's my table. I don't need someone to bring something to it. You're a guest at my table. That's what a man does. You provide. Everything that you acquire, everything that you accumulate, everything that you achieve, you're supposed to be achieving for the sake of being able to provide. That's the nature of a man, to provide. Where's your hospitality? Can you imagine? This isn't a potluck. This is my feast. This is my banquet that I'm providing for my guests. All I expect from a guest is that they be a respectable and a respectful guest, a pleasant guest. That's all I ask. You don't have to bring something. If I need you to bring something to my table, then I'm not ready to have guests.
Whoa.
I haven't prepared my feast. I haven't prepared my banquet, and I'm not ready to entertain anyone. But if I'm ready to entertain anyone, then I sure don't need you to bring anything. I'm the one who's providing. And all you have to do is be appreciative. That's the only thing that's required. And if I do my job properly as a host, then it's very easy for you to do your job as a guest. That's the nature of it. This whole concept of what do you bring to the table? And you think that's manly? To declare to the woman that you need something, that you need her to bring something to the table because you're inadequate without her bringing something? No. You're the one who provides. That's supposed to be the nature of the relationship. You provide, and she's appreciative and respectful and respectable. The same way that you would want anyone at your dinner table to be respectable and to be respectful. That's all that's required. But you don't expect people to bring their own dish when you have invited them to a feast, you've invited them to a banquet. That's not good manners. So this is very poor manners, in my opinion, and it's very unmasculine, it's very unmanly to ask women what they bring to the table and to ask them to bring anything to the table except for their own good manners.
Right.
Drops
So,
Ooh, that
right.
was
So
beautiful.
before we get into the topic, we got a $2 super chat from my God.
Hey, man,
My
these
God, Matt.
$2 super chats
What
in the
up? What up?
credit,
What
man.
up? He said the $2. You gotta
No, you
get
gotta
that
leave
up.
the
He
room,
says
champ.
GMC. Tell light skin boy quit eating on camera.
Wait, you eating cereal
Oh
with orange
man.
juice?
I know, right? It's that stomach is iron or it's
That
gonna
is
be the
so
goose.
cringe. No judgment, but like a little bit of
I don't think
judgment.
he's
A
eating
little bit.
cereal. You're not eating cereal, right, Jay?
No,
Oh, okay. Kid kept saying cereal. So I'm like, yo, cereal with orange juice.
no.
Cereal with orange juice.
Oh
No.
man. And by the way, y'all, GMT, my OnlyFans page is coming soon. So support. All right, y'all. With that being said, let's get into how y'all feel about the topic.
I'm about to get off camera and mute my button so I can go and show some appreciation for some provision. and be nice. Show my manners.
Oh, weak.
Damn.
Show appreciation.
Damn.
Oh, wait,
That
are
was
y'all
a
talking
bar.
about head right now? What are we talking about?
It sounds like head.
It's
I don't
talking
know.
about
That's
we're
what I
talking
thought
about
it was.
these feminine men.
Mm-hmm.
These
Yo, world
feminine
class.
men out here. Feminine, very watered down men.
Very
Which
Yep.
ladylike.
which I don't blame them. Most of them are products of single family homes where the mom raised them.
Yep.
So that's all they've been around. So they grow up thinking that somebody got to be there to bring something to their table, or
I don't think
feminine,
that's
feminine
right.
men.
Or most of them also come from broken relationships that they have yet to deal with those issues from relationships of women who have done them wrong. So
Mm-hmm.
now they're in an effort to protect themselves proactively. They're asking, okay, I got to make sure that you're acceptable to come to my table with something, because you're not capable of giving what you need, what you were created to provide. So
Or
yeah, a lot of it is that as well.
or
Yep.
And
maybe
then on
or
that
maybe
note,
that it was because of the women that raised them. Women tend to be y'all favorite word is reciprocation. So they taught their sons to expect reciprocation from a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Uh-huh.
he has a table, to him reciprocating is her bringing something to it. But I
Uh-huh.
mean, if we just want to bash men, we can also do that too.
but
Yeah,
And a lot of
also
them are
like most of the
feminine.
time,
that's true.
men that were raised by single mothers never seen their mom get anything anyway, so they
We
expect
can't.
they
There's no
have to
way we can
bring
say most of the time. We can say a lot of the time,
a
or
lot
from
of
my
the time.
experience, but we can't say most of the time because you
A
can't
lot
speak
of
for
the
most of the
time
men.
they haven't seen their mom get much,
All right.
so they feel like women have
Mm-mm.
to bring something in order to be accepted.
So what I'm
But
gonna say about that is, yeah, it definitely can be from being raised by single moms, but you also have to understand, like we live in a system, and whether people know it or not, this system strategically put out things to push people in a certain direction. Like for women, single, empowered, doing all that crap by yourself, knowing that it leads to death and working until the day you die. And for the men, they got all that talk, all those talking points from the red pill, blue pill, and all these other relationship gurus. All the talking point that what you bring to the table that came from these dudes on YouTube. All of it. And they repeat the same talking points or put their own little sprinkle on it to make it sound different so they don't sound like a copycat. A lot of them dudes, that's just what it is. And y'all know it.
Most of those red pill talking points come from Scheherazade Ali from the early '90s. So it's not
False.
from the red pill men.
False.
She uses
Absolutely
it in
false.
her book. She uses it in her book.
Absolutely false.
The phrase. She
Absolutely
uses the
false.
phrase "women don't bring anything to the table" in her book. But I
Right.
mean,
So
we can't Google
what I'm
that.
saying is those talking points, actually a lot of her talking points, a lot of the red pill talking points, like that white dude, what's his name? I don't even know his name, but a
We're
lot of
talking
them come
about her.
from a Mr. Hold on. A lot of them come from a brother named Mr. Jason Black. He literally taught the game. Everybody took his black book and twisted up. Kevin Samuels was in the class too as well. Kevin Samuels was in there on Patreon before Kevin Samuels started pop. He was in there because I'm in there. And I can prove it. I can show you that he was in there. He literally got everything from that brother, Mr. Jason Black, to business. You can sign up to Mr. Blockchain and check it out for yourself. Then everything is definitely confirmed. That's where a lot of guys got it from. And a lot of guys bought that same information and started spreading it on YouTube to get a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But what ends up happening was it was hold on, I got you, brother. We don't be talking over each other. We grown men, right? So what ended up happening was they didn't have a codified ideology. What they had was a broken ideology. So you had guys that didn't go out here and actually, you know what I'm saying, put this stuff to work. That's why they're still out here getting ran through, ran over by the women, and they're not getting no respect, regardless of their paper straight or whatnot. These dudes are still lame, truth be told. Not all brothers, not all the brothers, but if they approaching women talking about something, what you bringing to the table, these are the lames. They are. They still out here dating the single moms. They talking about their stuff is straight, but yet all they date is single mothers. No shade to the single mothers, but that's the best they can do.
Yeah.
Yo, asking a single mom what she brings to the table is diabolical work. Yo.
It is.
You know what she brings to the table? She brings children.
That is wild.
And that's a given. She's a mom, but I've never been the guy that would sign up for men's coaching. I had a father, so I didn't. That's not something that benefits me. But I don't think that a man asking a woman what she brings to the table is ever a fruitful conversation, because not saying that the men that ask that question are lames, the men that ask those questions tend to not be the men that women want anyway. And that's
Exactly.
small, that
Exactly.
very,
And why?
very small group of men. Didn't you just say we don't speak over each other, champ?
That's why I just stopped. I got
Thank
you.
you.
Go ahead and finish, dude.
So for that very small subsect of men that women actually do genuinely find desirable, that very small group of men, none of those guys care what a woman brings to the table because we don't need her to bring anything to the table but herself. Like so we can do nasty stuff to her on the table to make balance it out. Like we don't care about all of that extra shit stuff. Excuse me, I forgot. My bad. We don't care about all of that extra stuff. Like we have a table. Now, I'm not necessarily saying I agree with bro either because he's 60 and he's come from a different era, but what you bring to the table is just an extra for me. My table is set. Like my house is set. We get together, you move into my house. And I make a room for you because I have 3-4 extra bedrooms. Or your income is your money because I've been paying all the bills in my home. I don't expect for you. You can't afford to pay half of my bills. So I don't think that anytime a guy asks those questions, I don't think that it's necessarily diabolical, but I do think that it's not a fruitful conversation. And it's very telling of where you actually are in life because when you ask what someone brings, you're saying, I don't have everything I need. That's just not a message a man should be putting out for a woman that he's trying to date. Like, I need you to bring something so we can make this work.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, I want you, but I need your help in sustaining you.
Yeah.
Let me let Jay Mills. Jay, you got the mic on this one.
I'm eating, bro. My mouth is full. I'm sorry.
What are you eating, though? That's the important question.
Is shrimp, egg, and grits.
I know that's right.
Okay.
Y'all made Kit get off the panel with her banana pudding for eating. That's That's cold.
Oh,
And I just want to say something like to kind of piggyback off blockchain is literally a woman if she brings anything to the table, it's her nurturing spirit. It's her being that backbone for that man, pouring into him, mentally supporting him that way because we are reciprocators in a sense. If a man brings something to us, we actually produce more of that. We grow what that man already have. We make a house a home. So if anything, that's what that woman brings to the table. And we are givers of life. So that's, I
think a lot of guys push back on that conversation because when you had talked about that to the guys who asked the question, the next talking point for them is like, well, what did you bring that I can't pay for? I can't pay for, or that I can't go get, which is true. Like they are 1 billion. They're 1 billion% accurate. There's nothing you can bring to him that he can't go pay for and probably get at a higher, more reliable level by making a transaction with someone else. The thing is, the guys who actually want women and aren't trying to date for help, or they're not dating for a sense of like completeness, those tend to be the guys that you see out here making relationships last, long term. So I don't think that either side is wrong. I just think that women pay too much attention to the men y'all don't want in the first place.
Facts.
Oh, Wall Street. That was good.
And we're not vetting people enough neither. We're just kind of jumping in relationships with full-blown strangers. Now you got to ask that question. What do you bring to the table? So we're not vetting people.
That's good.
Okay. Ash, what's your thoughts on the topic?
Ask that question.
Like what part exactly? So we talked a lot. We talking about the video still, or is there like something?
Yeah, we talking about the video still. Yeah.
I thought the video was dope. You know how I feel. And I think he set my bar in there too. If you need me to bring something, then I shouldn't be inviting people to my table. I think we had a great Friday show about that one time. But yeah, I was all down my throat when I said that. But it sounded way cooler and smoother when he said it. I like what he said. It was beautiful. I love it. He set a bar.
Okay. Well, I can tell y'all for me, right? I don't really ask my wife. I never ask my wife to bring anything but respect to the table, right? That's all I need from her. Period. I provide. I make sure everything in this household continues to run. My wife could work if she chooses to. She doesn't have to. And that's the lifestyle that I provide. And but I do also understand that that's above average, right? Most men can't do that. So in a lot of instances, men need, this is why that word partnership runs so rampant, especially in our community, because everybody's needs a partner. At the end of the day, they need somebody to bring something halfway to them, right? A lot of us, unfortunately. I think if we as older men, I don't know how old all of y'all men are, but me as an older man, I try my best to teach men to be more like me than I do to say, hey, work on a 50-50 relationship, because power dynamics, I don't believe women will respect you if they bring too much to you. So that's just where I stand with that.
Yeah,
I'm
that
old as
makes a
shit,
lot of
so
sense.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree as well.
I'm really old. I've had to explain power dynamics to my son, and it's scary because he's only 18, and having to explain it to him, and I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. And then he was like, "Oh, that's why you divorced my mother." And I was like, "Well, shit. I guess it did work. I guess you do
Wow.
understand at some point like what it was, because that's exactly why." Like,
I bet that was satisfying in a weird way.
that was probably the most satisfied I've been in the 18 years of being his father.
Wow.
So, because I felt like I was talking to a brick wall, and he was like, "Oh, wait, so is that why you divorced my mom?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Wow.
I mean, that's the why that I can give him.
Yeah.
The grown up wise, he'll never know. It's not his business,
Yeah.
and I'll never speak ill of his mother. But
Yeah.
as far as as a man being fulfilled in a relationship, so I mean, I gave him like you never date a military woman. Like I gave him that game. Like that's a given. But the outside of like the power dynamics in those relationships.
Sorry, Ash. Sorry, Ash, and Riri military too.
Ex-military,
Yeah,
retired, but my
ex-military.
gosh,
I'm retired Navy, so don't feel
retired
bad.
Army.
I'm
No,
speaking
I
from
don't. I'm not
experience.
offended at all.
But him understanding that like the power dynamic, and I would expect my daughter to feel the same way. I wouldn't expect my daughter to be able to be in a relationship with a man and then she be footing 50% of the household and then think that he's supposed to listen to her. Even though biblically all of that, good book you're supposed to, at the same time, I just don't see it because then you guys are partners at that level. At that point, you have 50%. And the way that I run my relationships is I'm the owner, you're the CEO. So I chose you to run everything that I have, but it was my choice. You proved yourself to be worth that position in my organization, and I gave it to you. I would expect for my daughter to also expect a man to do that. Because at the end of the day, I know that I can give my woman all the responsibility in the world. I can provide the most, give her everything. In the day, I can't delegate responsibility. And when shit goes left, it's on me.
That's good.
When stuff doesn't go well, it's on me. And now if that's when she can come back to me and be like, well, hey, next time let's talk about this before you make this decision. But which also why it's kind of big on men to have their stuff together up front and not make the mistakes, because the more mistakes you make, the more involved you require your woman to be, the less power you have in that relationship. And unfortunately, that translates to less respect you get from your woman.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I agree. Chill, what's your thoughts on that? See chill face.
I know. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of funny because the term power dynamics was coined by the brother Jason Black, so it was just kind of funny, to hear people say that.
I said it because you said it because it was to the talking point.
I hear you, brother. Great day. But that's what I'm saying. It was just, I don't know. It was just kind of weird, but I agree. I mean, I agree. The more power you give to somebody else, the less leverage you have. And when it comes to power dynamics, you always want to be the man with the leverage. You know what I'm saying? He who holds the leverage makes the rules. That's just how it is. And women respect men who have leverage, and regardless of what they say and all that other stuff, whether they whispering in your ears, pillow talking, all that good stuff. No, you always want to be the man that holds the leverage in any situation.
And
So
it may seem weird, but the right women will become so much more pliable with a man like that.
What do you mean the right women? What's the right women? Explain that.
The women who are able to become pliable, who are able to lay down their sigmatic side because of the leadership position that a man takes in saying, everything's already here. I just need someone to help me run it as far as the CEO of it. I got this. I made it. I'm the one that continues to make it happen. You shown you, just like Block was saying, sir, for you to
No,
be
I'm just
somebody who
raising my
wants to
hand.
I understand that, but I'm not done talking and everybody's
I
not talking.
know.
So you need to raise your hand.
I
You're only
know.
raising
Go
your hand
ahead.
against me. You asked the question. Would you like me to answer it? Go ahead, you speak.
I was just waiting until you're done, and I was
No,
raising
you
my hand to
speak.
be polite.
You speak.
I don't speak over people.
Go
You
ahead,
know what I'm
speak.
saying? But here's the thing. I was going to ask you, what are the traits of a woman that fits that role? Because there's very
Okay.
specific traits of that person.
And
So that's what I
I
was asking.
understand that. If you already know, then you go ahead and answer it. You ask me a specific question, I'm giving you the answer that I'm giving you, which would cover everything that you're going to ask me in the future. So waiting is a virtue.
So
On
spit
that
it out.
level, I'm not going to answer you because I know where you're going with it. So go ahead and say what you're going to say anyway.
I wasn't even going to say it. I'm just asking you. So when it comes to that, I'm just simply saying, there's a lot of ladies out here who feel like that they can fit those shoes and fit that role. But let's just be honest. A lot of them really can't because they already done messed up their shot, their chances, depending on their age, how many, kids they might have. No disrespect to any ladies who have kids and stuff, but just like people like to say that there's a short guy tax or there's a fat guy tax. Well, there's a lady who make mistakes tax. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge tax, and it it ruins your chances at a guy who can do those type of things for you. So you need to be coachable. You need to be able to become an extension of that man personality, his goals. Those type of traits is what I'm talking about. A lot of people like to get on here and just say things because that's just what they do. Doesn't mean that they actually live that type of life or they are capable of doing that. That's the difference. So
The only place the actual wage gap exists is when it comes to what women earn in relationships. It's not in the corporate setting. It's because of stuff like that. Men have a tax. There is definitely a fat tax. There's a short tax. There's an ugly tax. All the other stuff, right? But women, the taxes that women have, y'all's tax rate is way higher than men's, and you have a short amount of time to pay it back. So, because you guys are already fighting against time, as it is. And one of the things that I think that I've heard Chill say before is that the women who do fit these men, by the time that we get old, the one time that we're actually pushing against time is that the women that meet these criteria, by the time they're our age, they're already married because we're out here looking for them. So when we see women who aren't, it's because, unfortunately, y'all haven't paid those taxes.
Shouldn't me. That's not the case in most cases. Because these men out here, they're not worth being kept.
We're talking about the men that are. We're not talking about the ones that aren't.
That's a lot of them that's out here that's just not worth it. We need a whole new batch of men.
So why do we even have a question?
And I say
Oh my
that
goodness,
because I'm
that's where we're
40,
going.
I'm
I got you,
41 and
Professor.
I've been married before and everything. And I'm telling you, man, my relationships just with these very high value men, whatever. It's always issues that come with these type of men. I mean, men have a high tax as well. And that's why you see the men out here that's my age and older single as well. Because
the difference is the reason why women your age and single or older is because the men you want don't want you.
That's not true.
It is because if you look
No,
at
that's
it
not.
this way, right?
Well, not for me at least. I don't have that problem. But
If
I
you
get what
want
you're
a
saying.
relationship and you have the ability to go get one easily, as an attractive woman should, then if you don't have one, it's because you can't go get the man you want. That's just logic.
I can guarantee. Well, I know you're talking generally, but I have experience where, even right now, I'm choosing to be single. I am not trying to get into a relationship.
You'll find out that we agree on more than we disagree.
Yeah.
I think that you'll find that. You just gotta let me talk for a second.
Go ahead.
But like for Chill's point, the taxes is different. It's significantly different, and the problem is that when you hit a certain age, as unpalatable as this is for a lot of women to hear, is that you lose leverage. And like he was saying earlier, women respect men that have leverage. So when these men that you want, you say there's things you have to deal with, there's things that those men would have to deal with you. For example, I'm just going to guess, right? So I'm going to say you're above 35, right? No children. I'll give you that, right? So I'll give you the one.
Talking to me?
Yes,
No, I'm 41. I have two boys, 21 and 15.
So cool. So we'll just pretend that you were only 35 with no kids. Even that 35-year-old woman is still not going to be the first choice for those men that you guys both want. You and the woman, the version that has the children. So that tax you have to pay in that case, it's going to have to probably be, you need to be more peaceful than your counterpart that doesn't have children. You need to be more desirable, nastier, more nurturing, more whatever than your counterpart that is less desirable to get the men you want. And a lot of the times women don't believe that. And according from what you're saying, you're showing us that. So what I'm saying is that for those of us who are generally desirable to the majority of women, we don't have it much easier because by the time y'all come to us, someone has got you before you get to us. Because the good women who meet our requirements tend to already be fulfilling them for somebody else.
Hey, I will say this. There might be a little misconception when I mentioned the taxes. So let's just say, and you say you're 41, 2 kids. Any tattoos?
No.
All right. Hey, excellent. Hey, Ashley. But here's the thing. No. I saw y'all on Tuesday, man, and somebody gave you a compliment. It was like, oh my God, Riri, I need to go to the gym. Yeah, right. But anyway, look, I'm gonna say this: the tax. Here's the thing: when there's taxes to be paid, I mean, if a man is selecting a woman, usually, let's just say between the ages of 25, no kids, you know what I'm saying, no tattoos or whatever, there comes sex and benefits, sex and resources. Once you start having withdrawals from your account, you just get sex. And it's beneficial to guys. A lot of guys tend to lie. They ain't gonna tell you you're just gonna get the D and that's it. You get sex, no benefits, sex, no resources. That's the tax that you have to pay, and that's a life that usually lasts for the rest of ladies' lives. And then the dude who does say, you know what, I want to put a ring on your finger. That's the dude that's you ain't really checking for him like that,
no,
right? Because he is the he's that simp. He's that lame. He's that orbiter. He's Mr. Johnny Come Lately, or he's the guy that you had to flip through your Rolodex to go and find him. Somebody that you already had something. Yeah, that's usually how it is. Because with him, it'll come sex, resources, sex and benefits. Waiting his turn.
You know what's so sad though? These women that's being chosen, or the younger women, or whatever you say, no children, no tattoos.
Yeah.
If you went and talk to any of them, they will have a story to tell. Whether they've been cheated on, they're being abused, they're going through something. He's staying out late. He's not treating her right. So I mean, who really is winning here? Because the young girl might get a man who everybody want, but is she really getting a good man who is treating her good? She might be in the house, she might be at his table, but is he really respecting her behind closed doors? And the answer most of the time, unfortunately, is no.
We can't.
But why we can't talk about the positive situation?
These women are stressed out. They're looking older before their time because they want to hang on to the perception of having a man. I can keep a man. When no, for me, I don't. Once I see the red flags, I'm out. Like I don't try to hold on to a man just so men can say, oh, she's I don't care if you call me single and whatever. I'd rather die alone than be with a man and be stressed out. Period.
I would highly.
That's fine.
Hey, look, anybody got to say something? Hey, Fressa, you want to go ahead?
This conversation is just mute. It's just a mute conversation, man.
It is.
I mean,
and the reason Riri played into it is because she hasn't been here.
The women that want to die alone, buy a dog with a cat, whatever. It's a mute point, man. At the end of the day, it's a mute point.
I get it.
We can't even talk about politics. We can't even talk about the women that in good relationships with these dudes that are doing everything they need to do. We talking about the bad situation. Why are we going there? Let's talk about the good situation.
Because it's more of that than the good.
How do you? Okay, so what's the percentage? Give me the percentage on that.
I can look it up for you.
Chat GPT and get back to me.
No one has quantified that, Professor. So don't.
I know that. That's what I know. I get that. That's what I'm saying. Like
bad relationships.
But when you make these arguments, they're baseless because you don't have any. We don't have any quantitative data to provide the information on that. You have the data that you have is anecdotal at best. So let's not say, because I know people, I can say I got 15, 20 people who are in that same situation who are in great relationships. You can say the exact same. It's anecdotal. Give me quantitative data, or we can't have a conversation about it. Because at the end of the day, it's just talking points.
I respect that. But it's a lot of them.
I just want to say this, and y'all can.
Where's the banana pudding?
And
that part. What a banana pudding? What a banana pudding sheet.
Because we are a family, and I tend to want us to not be the Addams family, even though that's where we tend to lean towards. But it's okay. It's a family nonetheless. I will say a lot of the times when I hear some of y'all speak, it's like y'all haven't been loved properly in the shows.
Oh,
Like
Lord.
y'all haven't touched grass in a way that
grass
is
every-
actually, transcendental.
Did you say grass or ass?
Grass.
You said Professor Chill.
Huh?
Got you.
Hey, that's like
Did you call my name Chill?
Grass.
I didn't say
So
nothing. I just said grass.
like
Oh, got you.
y'all can take that however you want to. Chill, no offense. Like just between your background, your ex marriage, and where you are now, it screams
Mhm.
it. But again, it just feels like y'all just haven't been loved properly in a way that makes you all want to be in that space where that person is the person, and it just shows. And that's
All right.
not landed.
Yo, you on mute,
You're
GMT?
mute. You're mute, Mingo.
Oh, my bad. The problem is that a lot of people don't know what or how to be in relationships. If you're putting so much stock into happiness, being in a relationship, you're doomed from the beginning.
Yes.
Right.
Immediately.
From the beginning.
You set
You
yourself up for
might as well
disappointment.
not get in a relationship if that's what you're gonna do. I always say this, Ash knows, I always say this. Because it's true, right? You gotta look at relationships for something bigger. If you're gonna continue to get into these relationships, basing it on right now I'm happy, tomorrow you won't. There is a study, I saw it in the comments, and there's a study that's saying that the happiest people alive are single women. Married men and single women. But of course, you're gonna have a bunch of women saying that they're not happy because they base a lot of their thoughts and how they move on their feelings. So if I'm not putting the toilet seat up, if I'm not paying the bills because something went wrong, you might not be happy. So if you take a survey, I'm not happy.
But
And then when
happiness
you
is an
base
emotion, so of course
Yeah,
they're
that's
good.
it.
I mean, you can't.
but when you base your wait
there's
a
there's
minute,
logic, and then there's an emotion.
can
And
I
you
can I
said
can I
love.
get the mic?
You can have
I
the
get-
mic, but just don't do stupid things with it. Like,
Oh my God. Listen, look, I'm just saying, y'all put too much stock on that bullshit. Y'all do. Let's keep it real.
I
You
believe
do
in
too,
arranged
King.
marriages and situations. You
Or
can
it
grow to
could be,
love.
or it could be
Like,
this. Let me provide a
what do you
different,
mean?
a different,
Like, I
a
ain't got to
different
like you every
avenue.
fucking day.
Hold on. One second. Let me get it, Candace. One second. I got you. But think about this. I've been married. I've been with my wife for going on 15 years next year. If I based my marriage on happiness, I would not be with her.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you that.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you that.
But
That's the only way it lasts because I have a foundation. I believe in the duty and honor that I stood in front of her when I chose to marry her. So I don't care about me being happy. I could be unhappy for a whole damn year. I'm not going to leave her.
Well, that goes to the point I said
Can I
before,
first
GMT,
say
that
real?
men,
Can I
men are
let me
more loyal than
finish?
women.
No, you got to talk to coach. So let me just come my
interrupt.
in. Anyway, like I was saying, I agree with that. Like you got to honor the commitment as long as you're committed to the commitment and the happiness and the love of it. I think anything can work. Be committed to the commitment, but also I think people should strive to be in love and happy. Like I don't want it to just be like a death row that is like we locked in for life. Like I'm all about like we finna have fun. We finna be happy.
It's not about happiness
See, here's
though.
the thing. People need to stop looking at marriage so one-sided. When you get with your partner, like you sign contracts. Like outside of your love and your commitment, it is a business. If you break up after 20 years, I promise you not one person goes to court and say, sir, I want 20 years of my love back. No one says that shit at all. They want some kind of monetary, some kind of give me the house, give me a property, give me a goat. They want something. You understand what I'm saying? And it's never about love or emotion. I'm not saying that love and emotion shouldn't be there because, of course, it's a combination, right? Like it's a diversified portfolio, if you will, for any of my financial people. You've got, some things in, NFTs. You might have, some testy over here. Whatever the case is that it's not all locked up in love. You have different sections and you have percentages for what something should be. Sometimes the love percentage is going to be higher than something else, but love isn't just the end all tell all, and this is why a lot of relationships, a lot of countries, they get married off of how many goats can you give me to have my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't never about, it's never about how much they love each other, whatever the case is. Chill, you had your turn. Please don't make me go there. You already got one person next to you.
Go there.
Okay?
Go there, kid. Please.
Look, Scully McGully, you be easy. Okay? You relax out here in these streets. It's cold where you at. I know where you need that. Be easy. Okay? All right. So, again, when it comes down to it, love isn't the only emotion. A love is an emotion, and emotions are never, like Mingo was saying, GMT was saying, it's never going to be what keeps a relationship going. It's a combination of things. Should love be there? Should you be happy? Should your partner make you happy and do all the things? Absolutely. But other than that, like, no, sometimes you're going to want to hit that nigga. Like, trust me, I do that.
I just want to respond to Kid real quick.
So after you chill, because I haven't heard anything from Mills all day.
Oh, Mills, you want to go ahead?
He's
want to go ahead?
He's the smartest person laughing and eating shrimp.
Hey, Mills, you want to go ahead, brother?
Go ahead, Mills. Go ahead, Mills.
Mills, whatever we come.
I'm just listening, man, taking it all in. You hear people speak on these relationships, it sounds exhausting.
It is.
The reason so many people turn away from it, man, it sounds like just crazy exhausting. I don't think it's supposed to be that complicated. When you're with the person you're supposed to be with, it's not that complicated. It's not.
Like
you ain't got to be ciphering stuff and taking stuff up. It's just not that complicated because you'll know. So that way, if you do make it to marriage, there's no such thing as you made a mistake. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You'll know way beforehand if it fits and if it works. You know, all the premature stuff, yeah, that typically leads to divorce. And all the personal, issues that people have with each other and stuff like that, because you didn't do the self work and then you didn't do the work together. So,
the mistake part. Sorry, I apologize. I was saying the mistake part comes in when you look at it subjectively at the end, though. Like if you look at anything in hindsight and you didn't get the outcome you wanted, you'll feel like it was a mistake. For example, you said you got married and then it didn't last. You can look at it a lot of ways and be like, well, damn, I could have spent those 10 years doing something else.
But you made a decision. It's not a mistake if you make a decision to do it. A mistake is something that happens that, you had no knowledge of and it sort of happened. If you decide to do something in your adult life, you decide to do something, that's not a mistake. That was a poor decision.
I mean, by definition, nothing can be deemed a mistake unless there's a decision made. I mean, I don't think that we can't say that mistakes and decisions aren't related, if not second or third cousins at best, because I can't make a mistake. If I go outside and shoot someone today, I decided to shoot someone, but I realized it was a mistake now because I'm going to jail. So I think that decisions or mistakes is what comes when you weigh the consequences of your mistakes.
But if you're aware of the consequences prior to the decision, does it make it a mistake though? That's a poor choice. You still chose to do it. If you shoot somebody, you decided to do that. Whatever follows that, that's not a mistake. That wasn't an accident.
Wouldn't marriage be a poor choice since we know that 58% of marriages end in divorce?
Mm-hmm. It depends. It depends on the context of why those marriages end in divorce.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's 58%.
No, the why doesn't matter.
I'm not saying the why in the numbers does not matter. What I'm saying is that if I'm making a choice, I'm going to consider why those things happened. And it just happened because it was a one-off. It just happened, or if it just happened because people were being unintentional about what they were doing in their process, then that number is not going to sway me because it had nothing to do with me, because I will not have those the things that they did to get them there. That's what I mean.
I think that's the point that I would expect an intelligent woman to have. But for an intelligent man, we have to look at it because we're the ones that tend to lose the most in those situations. So we look at it from like you said, as Kit said, a business perspective. I lost 10 years of the most valuable asset that I have, which is my time. Then, of those 10 years, I could have been doing something else. Plus, the Kit brought into the money part. We got things tied together. If you can go back in time 10 years ago, after your 10-year failed marriage, and go talk to yourself 10 years ago, right? You can go find the 10-year ago Candace and be like, would you not tell Candace, hey, Willie is going to treat you well. Y'all going to have all the trips in the world. You're going to have all the kids in the world. But around year 6, you're going to get tired of you and move on. And he's not going to treat you well. He's going to start neglecting you. If you could tell yourself that, would you still let yourself marry him, or would you tell him not to do it?
That's
Can I
not
be honest?
realistic,
Can
though.
I be
That's not
honest? Can I
realistic.
be honest? No, it is. It is. It is. Hold on. Okay.
Hindsight 2020.
Let me. What I would say to me, I would go back and say, you had an inkling. You knew something was not right, but because of what you were lacking, you made this poor choice. Don't make that poor choice again.
Facts.
Not a mistake. Poor
Facts.
choice.
Facts. I sync intelligence with accountability, and I'm big on accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're taking that, then yeah, poor choices and mistakes, third cousins, like you say, but there's a difference, man. There's a difference, and accountability is tied to I made a poor choice. I didn't make a
Mistakes
mistake.
don't exist without choices or decisions.
All right.
It's not possible.
I don't want to interrupt, but I do want to kind of step in because whether it's a poor choice or mistake, they're literally one and the same. They are. And the thing about men, we literally have, that's the way we
A
learn.
view
We
like
learn
that caused you to
hold on,
repeat
brother.
them.
Hold on, brother.
Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah,
Jay.
yeah.
Listen,
I agree.
No.
Okay.
See, look,
I
me.
agree.
Let's take me for an example. I was in a 23 year marriage. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can call it a poor choice, mistake, or whatever. But my mistake was not being a well-developed man when I took this woman under my care. I wasn't where I needed to be. I decided to get married at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the system. I did not have a strong man in my life or whatever. So I literally had to learn everything by mistakes. That's usually what happened with us guys, whether you was raised by your mom or if you didn't have any strong role models in your life. You have to learn everything by making mistakes or making poor decisions. That's life. That's how it is. And not being a well-built man to where I was the type of dude when I was married, when I was that type of dude, I come home and something was wrong or something was broke or whatever, like, damn, baby, what we gonna do? Me at that time, I didn't know that it would drive her pussy like a dozen. I didn't know that. But that's what happens.
The family show.
Drive that box.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
But I didn't, these are things I didn't know. So, you know what I'm saying? Once the divorce happened, I had to learn. I had to reevaluate myself. These were the mistakes that I made. So I had to learn from them. I had to do away with everything I ever learned, everything I was ever told, be it females or whatever. I had to do away with that stuff and had to rebuild myself to where I don't make mistakes now. You know what I'm saying? It's just now I control my outcome because now I'm the one with leverage. I didn't have the leverage before. You see what I'm saying?
Chill, ask you a question. Ask you a couple questions. When you got married, did you know that you were going to get divorced?
Hell nah. I thought men don't think that way.
You made a mistake. You made an unintentional action or decision. If you went into if you got married, if a dude's beating your behind, right, and you marry that dude that's beating your behind, you know that he's a beater. And if you marry him, that is a poor choice. That's not a mistake. You made a poor choice. If you go into it not knowing he's a beater or he's bad with money or whatever it is, that is a mistake.
I think that's ruthless and it's biased, and I think you phrased it that way too.
You don't have mistake is a decision that leads to a negative outcome that happens due to lack of knowledge, oversight.
But you generalized it from a man's perspective, but you made it very specific when it came to
he said finances too.
I said if he's bad with money.
Right. Yeah.
If he's bad with money, then you can expect. You
can't expect it if you don't know he's bad with money. How can you expect?
That's not what I said. I mean, when it came to what you asked Chill, when you said Chill, you didn't know that your marriage was going to end in divorce. That's generic. Correct. You were very specific when it came to giving the example about the woman. Do specific and specific or generic and generic.
Okay. Again, let's go over mistake and poor choice. He made a mistake because he did not have the foresight to know that, or oversight to know that he was going to get divorced when he got into that marriage. He didn't expect that. That's a mistake. If he knew that that woman was not a woman he needed to be with, then that is a poor choice. These are the differences. So when we say about mistakes and poor choices, we definitely have to make sure, because words mean things. We got to make sure we understand the definition of words. So he didn't go into that. He didn't have a poor choice. He made a mistake marrying a woman that he married because he didn't know that he was going to be the type of person he wasn't. He didn't know that she was going to be the type of woman she was. It ended up in a divorce. All of us if we're not married, all of us are in failed relationships. So did we go in each one of our relationships knowing that they were mistakes or poor choices? No, we went into those relationships thinking that they were going to be great situations, and they ended up being a mistake. So we don't need to have a conversation on mistake and poor choices. Most of the relationships we've been in have been mistakes, not poor choices.
Yeah. All right. Let me just clarify one thing real quick.
I disagree.
I do want to say this though. So here's the thing: when we get with women, they are one way. But if we fail at certain things, they change into something else. You get
And
what I'm
vice
saying?
versa. We both bleed the same red blood.
No, we're totally different. Men will stay with women even after the disrespect, even after the cattiness or
You're
whatever,
doing a
because
whole
we
lot of word
love.
salad.
Ain't no word salad. I deal with power dynamics, man.
You got a
Word
point.
salad. You
got a
still
point
have
there.
not even you haven't articulated the proper
The proper
way.
what? What's the proper?
You have not articulated power dynamics. Blockchain has. You have not. You throw the word around. So if you're going to say the word to people who are actually going to listen intelligently, figure out exactly what it is instead of using that word to define everything that you want to define that makes men better than women. All I'm saying is make it make sense.
Hold
That's
on,
it.
Candace, hold on. See, first of all, you dealing with the guy that was the last train leaving. You already like
This is
right,
power
right?
dynamics.
Yeah, that's power dynamics,
You
man.
don't know him, and you have an
Right?
issue with
No,
me.
it
You
doesn't
have an
even
issue with me
matter.
not introducing you to him
I don't.
because
No,
you want
no,
to
no,
find
I don't.
something to say
Hold
to
on,
make yourself feel better. Take
Listen,
accountability.
Listen.
No,
Power
I will not
dynamics
listen to you
always.
disrespect me or somebody close to me. I won't do that.
That is
I
fine.
won't do
But
that. If you continue to
Candace,
speak, about the subject, then you can. Other than that, I won't have it.
I get you. I'm just trying to
No,
finish
you
saying what
don't.
I'm saying. Look, listen. Once you reach a certain age, the available options that you wish you could get, they're not there. Usually, women will get the guy
Not me,
that's
baby.
the last train leaving. That's how it always is. That is power dynamics, and I always make my point extremely clear, whether you like it or not. That's
Is
life.
everybody clear on his point?
Oh yeah.
The last
Anybody?
train
I
leaving
understand.
statement
I
is
understand. I
crazy.
don't.
I understand
That,
where he's coming from. I mean,
I understand where he's coming from.
just because I don't agree with something don't mean I don't understand it.
No.
And for his point, I agree with a lot of it. But the thing that Professor said, right? Like people act. It's a lot of the times that I think women started the argument about mistakes and choices and decisions not being the same thing as a way to hide, some other issues that we have when men ask y'all questions. But again, I understand why because of how men have weaponized so many of those questions. So a lot of the times, the things that we get into arguments about with women, semantic wise or definition wise, are the direct outcome of other men using those questions to attack women, so they become defense mechanisms in the form of responses. But to say that there's no intrinsic relationship between a choice, decision, and a mistake is just disingenuous, logically speaking, because if you don't make only the reason why a mistake exists is when the choice that you made did not get you your desired outcome. That's when it becomes a mistake for most people. That's all. I'm not now for what he's talking about choosing a dude who beat you, a dude that didn't. Now, I would say the converse of that for men, to give you this, is like a dude who marries a Kardashian and then a dude who marries Riri. You know the Kardashians are hoes, but Riri seemed like a super sweet lady. You may not find out that she's one. Not that I think you are, ma'am, but you won't find out she's one until you're married to her. So you didn't have anything to look at beforehand when you made that decision. So you married Riri thinking she's a good girl, cute. She got the banana pudding lips, all of that stuff, right? But then you married the Kardashians, knowing like they run through dudes. They're saying they ain't got a mile of penis between the three of them, and you should probably expect that you're not going to be anything different. So again, poor choice, mistake. That's the difference. So I mean, he gave you the woman beating part. I just don't want to touch on that because I know that domestic violence is a sore spot.
Now DV, YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So check it out, right? Let's change gears real quick. There, I wanted to ask a question, and then we can have a quick. We got to do Yo Kit, but real quick. All right,
Oh boy.
All right.
We can if we gotta go, we can push it to Tuesday. It's fine. Like just let me know.
No, we could do Yo Kit. We can do a Yo Kit real quick. I just want to run around the panel since the main topic is what's the purpose of a woman,
right?
So I would love to start with the men actually on this. Now let's not linger on the topic because like I said, I got a meeting. So what is the purpose of a woman? Any man can start this one. Okay, fellas, don't all jump out at me at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell
What's
you
up,
what.
Mills?
I'll tell you what the purpose is of a woman for me. I don't need a woman. I want a woman, and the reason why is because I know that when I say I want a woman, it requires that I wake up every day and choose that woman. And when I choose her, I'm choosing to be everything that it takes and requires for her to continue to want or need me. So when you want something, there's, you know what I'm saying, it's a choice. When you need something, it becomes obligatory. That's why I would rather a woman want me than need me. For example, people need their jobs, but most people don't want them. But they need them because those jobs are the only ways that they are able to maintain and continue to enjoy their way of living. I don't ever want a woman to feel that way about me. I want a woman to wake up and say, well, you know what? He likes head in the morning. I'm going to give it to him because he's a good guy and I want to. In the same way that I'm like, well, cool. I know that when I go out, I see things that she likes. She appreciates when I grab something because it makes her think. It lets her know that I'm thinking of her throughout my day. But purpose wise, I want my woman for the balance she gives me. I have all the man stuff covered, all of it. What I do suck at is the nurturing stuff, and I see that with my kids. Like with my sons are different, but like we're saying with my daughter, drastically different because there's certain things with her that I don't have in me. And it's the same thing that limits women from treating boys to be anything other than males and functional adults. I would hate for my daughter to not have her mom because she's definitely gonna grow up to be a lesbian. 1,000,000,000%. She's either gonna be a lesbian or one of these, you know what I'm saying, really, really, really masculine women that makes a bunch of money and is out here probably saying terrorizing men. And I don't have what it takes in me. So I expect my woman to do that. I expect her to make the house a home. I have gender roles in my home. So there's certain things that I expect my woman to do and I want her for. But as far as her purpose, that's what it is. Just balance the shit that I don't have.
Okay, I'm with that.
All right.
Hey, don't clip this either because I swear to God, this was AI. So don't clip this. Like I pretend like it was a whole AI talking.
It was a whole AI. It wasn't Black Bay.
Don't get carried away.
Funny.
All right.
Street cred.
You one of y'all want to go next?
He said blockchain for GMT president.
I go out the Mills. Go ahead, Mills.
I mean, I can go.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? My purpose for a woman purpose to me in my life, if I so choose to get married again, will be the continuation of my bloodline. That's it. Because here's the thing. A woman doesn't come into my life to alleviate any of the stresses of this world. She doesn't come in to pay any bills or anything like that. That would be my role for her. That's why marriage is a thing. Marriage is a thing for the man to alleviate the stresses of the world for that woman. You know what I'm saying? So the only purpose for a woman, for me, is the continuation of my bloodline. I'm not saying that she doesn't, you know what I'm saying, give me the will and the strength to go out here and slay that dragon every day, to come home and, you know what I'm saying, do what I do. Like, let's take GMT for an example. He was able to provide a specific life for his wife. That's because he is respected. I don't really give two F's about love. Love is a fleeting feeling that depreciates as soon as you drive that car off the lot. That's what love is. Respect is what men care about. That's what men care about. And that's what make a man get up every day to go out here and deal with this world. And as black men, we already know we got the cards stacked against us. And so look at this brother right now, man. You know what I'm saying? GMT just literally provided a life for a woman that she don't have to go out there and work. She can if she want to, but she don't have to. And not only that, his status is increasing because he's out here developing and creating and building. That's something that women respect. And she has an intrinsic reaction to that. The more respect she gives him, the more competitive he becomes. Whatever. He's totally different from when I first met him. He doesn't think the same, doesn't talk the same. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's my perspective. And that's a woman's role in my life.
Okay. I'm with that. And thank you. Thank you, my brother, for the accolade. Yeah. Greatly appreciated. Before you move on, I know Jay, you was gonna answer. There's a good question that was asked in the comment section. Shout out to Black Honey. So I've never seen you over here before. So if you are new to this channel, please do me a favor and subscribe. But with that being said, yeah. I mean, I think overall, the majority of men would say we want respect over love. So, you know, that's super, super, super important to us. because we understand logically that love is a feeling. So, that's our thing. But thank you so much. Thank you for being over here. I see your next comment when you said it's your first time. So shout outs to you. I got to show you some love and respect.
Yes, sir.
They got questions, huh? They got questions. We got answers.
I do want to add something though, real quick, and it's short. I just wanted to add something real quick. So for Kit, here's the thing. The reason why men care about respect more than love, because if you think about it, you said because you haven't been loved.
Well, that would have nothing to do with the respect.
I got you. Hold on.
I didn't ask you anything. How do you have it? I didn't ask you anything.
I just want to clarify something real quick, and all the guys will tell you this. And for my man Matthew, single.
Power dynamics, y'all.
If you're not married, you're considered single. The brothers that's on here who's married, they're not single. Everybody who's not married is single. So you need to learn that, man. You single too, brother, because you ain't married. Wait, is Matthew married?
Yeah, Matt's married.
Matt's married.
All right, Matt, you are single, brother. All right. But anyway, so check this out. So the reason why respect is more important than love is because men understand when a woman respects them, respect, everything that comes with respect, everything else is a byproduct of respect, be it love, be it selflessness. And we all understand, like our great grandmas or our grandmas, we will knock some dude head clean off his shoulders if you ever disrespect our grandmothers. You want to know why? Because she was selfless.
But
you know what I'm saying? And hold on, that's they care about respect. That's why it's far more important than love. All right, here you go.
Yeah. All right.
So
let me.
Can I please? Because he addressed me when I wasn't even talking to this bro, and it's kind of wild because I was talking to the chat about him, not him. And
don't worry, it's about me. So
what I was saying, but here, I deal direct. So directly to you, I said your overall response is why I can clearly see that no one has ever cuddled you in their bosom and told you life was going to be okay. You have not been loved properly. That has nothing to do with your respect tactics and your power dynamics and none of that. Like, it's how you speak and how your energy carries love. That's all it is. So I'm going to land my plane there because we have a time limit and your kid is pretty popping today. So can we get along with actual things that should be done? Thanks.
Fellas. All right. So
Jay, go ahead, Jay.
But I'm trying to be nice to Jay.
Yeah, Jay, I don't hear your thoughts.
Back on the question now.
What's the question, man?
I know, right?
What's the purpose of a woman?
Purpose of a woman in your life.
Purpose.
In general.
Need versus want.
Hopefully it's not for just shooting babies.
Different men, different kinds of men need women for different things, different reasons. It's very person specific, I would say. Many men want women for different reasons, which is why oftentimes they have more than one. But that's another show.
Real quick, we got another first time watcher, CC in the
building. Welcome, CC.
Out to yo, welcome. Like Candace said, welcome to our
crazy family.
Heavy on the
crazy.
crazy. Okay.
You know what? Wait, GMT. Before we move on, I said we have to do like a segment one time. So like at the end, like right before we cut into the show, like the Addams Family music comes on. It's like the doom, and we hit the, and then we come on, and then we start the show. I think
I'm trying to get a copyright strike.
No, it's 5 seconds long. That little clip and 2 snaps. Like we need to slide that on there because the family is definitely of the Addams nature. I wouldn't say I'm not gonna say
you're the only Wednesday over here because I don't know.
First things first, Wednesday was the most lit one in the family. I just want to let y'all know that everyone fucked with Wednesday. Okay, that's why she had her own show. She got her own spinoff. Dick Gomez, like chill? Nope.
we more like the monsters.
For real, more like the monsters.
I said we the Addams versus the Bates, but I'm like, I ain't took nobody out yet, so I think we still want to run it.
So, Professor,
I love you, Chill.
I know you do.
Yeah,
You know
So for the most part, and I'll be brief and I'll be general. Men, for the most part, don't want somebody that can compete with. They want somebody that compliments them. So I'll say it again: men don't want somebody they have to compete with. They want somebody that compliments them. They want a woman that knows her role, a man's and a man's purpose, and they don't detract from it. That's the first part. Like Blockchain said, for the most, men build the house, women make it a home. I want a woman that brings the culture, stability, and sense of order to the home. That's what she's there for. Woman needs to understand that her power lies in her influence, not her dominance.
Blockchain. Hold on.
It ain't gonna suck itself. You're right.
Oh, God.
It ain't gonna stick itself.
No, let Kit read it.
Go ahead, Kid. What did it say, Kid?
It ain't gonna stick itself, it's got to get a blow its own nose,
No, that's the wrong S word. I can blow
it ain't
my
gonna
own
stack
nose.
itself either.
No, that's saying it either.
And like Chill was saying, when it came to legacy, a man's legacy is carried through his children. So when it comes to when we want the quality of our legacy is shaped by the woman who raises and nurtures them. A man looks at a woman as a reflection of himself. And if you're not on this program, you're a liability, not an asset. So these are things I want and men want from women. But in summation, Chris Rock said it the best: feed me, fuck me, leave me the fuck alone.
That part.
Yeesh. Yo, all right, Professor, answer this question real quick.
Which one?
Is a woman permitted to want as well?
Yeah. You're not talking to y'all right now. Damn, are y'all finna get a chat? Shit.
I was reading the
question. I'm talking to them, not you, kid. God damn. We talking about you ass men, and now we're women. I hate that shit. Is annoying to me. Y'all waste my time.
So
right.
But no, hands down. I'm gonna start it real quick, and you got it. You got it on, Professor.
All right.
Definitely that, man. Women are definitely, expected and permitted to want something as well, and women deserve love and respect as well. As I'm biblical, right? So I definitely go with the love your wife as Christ loved the church, right?
And respect,
so that's something that
and respect your husband as unto the Lord.
Yes. So vice versa. So that's my stance on that. But go ahead, Professor. You got it.
No. So a woman can want all she wants. She can want whatever she wants. The thing is she old enough for her wants not to hurt her? And happiness is not something that comes part of the program. Is duty, respect. Aisha Curry, who's been with Steph Curry for quite some time, she talked about she was unhappy. She has everything she wants on the surface, but she's unhappy. So what is it that you want? Women can have whatever. Women can want whatever they want. Are you the woman that can get what you want from the man that's providing it? So, women can ask for whatever they want, but it doesn't really matter. Are you prepared to get? Are you prepared to get what you want? Are you prepared to do what you need to do to get what you want?
Have to use what you got to get what you want.
Okay. I'm with it. All right. So we are ready to jump into our I'm about to say
no. Stop going back and forth with her in the comments, man. Let that ride.
Come on up and explain herself. No, I'm joking.
I was just
if you want to.
Leave it.
All
right. So.
Yeah, first, we're gonna stop yelling at me, okay?
We ain't yell. I'm just saying.
We're gonna stop being stern with me and putting feet down.
Hold on. I wanted the men to answer that one specifically because I want to know the feedback from men of how important women are to them in their lives. So that's why I really wanted to get that part for the men because I gave the women a chance on Tuesday. And
no, he was talking about my comment in the chat, and he was like, "Stop."
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what Candace said. All right.
What Candace,
are you ready?
Remember last time I couldn't hear GMT? I can't hear you, so that's the problem. I'm sorry.
You can't hear me right now. You can't hear me right now.
I couldn't hear Candace. I haven't heard Candace the whole show.
It's better than you
reading lips the whole show, girl. Reading lips. I'm good at it.
Maybe the show is like both of us can't be Kit, so one of us got to be like muted out because I was you a couple of minutes ago with Chill. Okay,
Chill.
Carry on.
It happens. So check it. Let's get into the Yo Kit because like I said, I am pressed for time. So let's get into Yo Kit. Talk to us. What's our question of the day?
This one is a doozy, and it's not long, but make sure that y'all pay attention because y'all gonna be like, what the? So here it goes. Yo, kid, I just had a question because maybe I'm bugging. Long story short, my dad just finished doing a 15-year in jail bid for raping and for ARPing and touching on me as a child. He got out in April, and I assumed I was healed, but it hit me bad. Anyway, fast forward to today. I'm talking about him, and I find out that he was around my son. Now, I don't care what my brother does with him or his children, but I have strictly told everyone I don't want my son around my father. My son is 6 and doesn't even know of my biological father. He thinks my stepdad is my dad, and that's how the F I want it. But they didn't respect my wishes and did and let me see. They didn't respect my wishes and did this. So today I still cooked for them, and then towards the end I got upset and left. I came to a friend and he's like, well, if let me see. And he's like, well, if your son is at your brother's house, there isn't any way to avoid that. I mean, I guess, but again, my son was there. My brother told my dad he wanted to take him to lunch, and my dad came over. I guess I would have liked it if they put my son in a room or something until they left. My father was literally picking up my brother to leave, but maybe I'm over emotional and should leave it alone.
Nah.
Ain't no effing way.
Nah. So are we supposed to answer that, kid?
Ooh, boy, it's just.
Who's that
Ain't no
from?
effing
Did
way.
you
My
invite
son would
me
have.
here?
You wouldn't have been over there. My son would have
No,
been over there.
most
I
of
would have
when
flipped the whole house.
Yeah, I was gonna say the house getting burnt down.
Oh
And
no,
everybody in it, because don't play
Yeah,
with
but
me.
everybody in it.
And
What?
keep in mind the question that I have for next week, y'all. I probably should have put it for this week, but y'all are gonna be. It's definitely it's gonna send things through the roof. But
No.
so for one, I feel like when you've gone through situations like that, if you haven't done the actual work to heal, sometimes time will heal, but then you have things that can pick or add salt to the wound, and that was one of those situations. If you're gonna have your child over at your relative's home, and this is something that could potentially happen, then maybe you need to make sure that you're either there or you don't let your child go over there, because if people aren't going to respect your wishes, then I don't want to have to figure out why the fire marshal is someplace that they could be saving fires in California, and now they here because incendiary things have happened. So definitely safeguard yourself, safeguard your child, because again, just because he went to jail for that time doesn't mean that that's no longer a part of him or in him. And make sure that if your family isn't able to respect your wishes, that you safeguard you and your children by making sure that you don't allow him or yourself around that energy and space.
Yeah, forgiveness
Yeah.
is not necessarily equal to access. Forgiveness doesn't denote access. I can forgive you but there's no way that I'm ever letting any of my children around you at all in the presence of anyone, any of that. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
Well, the question I have is, where's the father of that child? But the second question to the question would be, no, I mean all blood ain't family. And if you went against my wishes the first time, it's not a second chance.
Right.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me
gambling on my
twice, shame
children.
on me. I
Yeah,
don't play with my children. After he did that to me, I don't care how much
This is
time he
a
served.
good.
Yeah, I
and
don't care how much.
isn't he a registered sex offender? So why is he around children anyway?
Exactly.
That's my big question.
So from what I gathered, so to give back, giving background based on what I gathered from the story. So from the story, what I've gathered is that the father was just coming to pick the son up to go to brunch.
The adult son.
The older son. So her brother, not her son.
Right.
So the father was there to pick up his son, to take his son to brunch. His nephew and his grandson just so happened to be at the house.
Yeah.
That's why she was saying that she wished that they would have put him in a room until after they left or something to that effect. But he wasn't there to visit. He wasn't there to like
Doesn't matter.
hold and
Not
Doesn't
see.
not
matter.
now you can't
He
go
should
over
not.
cousin
He was
Timmy's
there to
house because you're not
pick
paying
him up
close
for
enough
brunch and
attention.
leave.
That
He
shouldn't have
should
been
have
around
been
my
allowed.
child.
He should have
We
been
ain't got
allowed to
to
the
yell
house.
at me.
He should have been met somewhere. He should
Yeah,
have. He should not have been
Right.
allowed to the house. Should have been
at
met.
all.
He should have met
So
them
then,
somewhere. I
so
don't
then that
agree with
goes.
that. Period.
So then that goes into what she was saying as far as her brother, because her brother knew this and her brother knew the wishes.
Yeah.
But again, we're also thinking about the relationship that he had with the daughter and not the relationship that he had with the son. And it's not like we don't know people. Again, when I do these, and let me be very clear, I try to be super, super neutral when it comes to these things, because again, you know, situations like this, you don't know all the caveats, and I can only give the information based on what I have. But the brother knew that this was the sister's wishes, but the brother clearly has a different relationship with his father. Either he's forgiven him or he's never had that issue, whatever the case is. So again, whereas the brother may feel differently about it, he should have still respected his sister's wishes and made sure that her son, his nephew, wasn't in proximity of this man, because that's what was requested. So
There's a great
Even
movie.
putting my
There's a great
child in
movie
a
called
room, even put my
yeah.
child in a room to be subject to having being held in a place to keep them safe. That's
there's a great
traumatizing in
movie
and of
called
itself.
Yeah.
There's a great movie called The Godfather.
You know what?
And in The Godfather, you know, Michael's brother Fredo made a mistake one time. He gave him a pass. After that second mistake, he took him out on the lake. I'm not saying take nobody out on the lake, but I'm just saying, hey, your brother made the mistake the first time. This should not be a second time.
Right.
Period. Point blank. Your brother should. I don't care what kind of relationship him and the daddy have, whatever. He should already understand the situation, and there should be no misunderstandings, miscommunications, no mistakes or poor choices in this situation. Period. Point blank. The dad should never be around that kid, no matter what. I don't care where the kid is, where the brother is, where the nephew. I don't care. They should never be around each other. And if that's the case, my son's never going to my family's house. And she said she cooked for him too. Nah, I got a problem with all that.
That's wild.
I think at one point she did
put some rice in that.
Oh God,
That's
let's
wild.
not do that. She says, so today I still cooked for them, and then towards the end I got up and left. Based on how she felt about what happened before, because again, you know,
She has not dealt with that trauma. She hasn't dealt with that trauma herself because she's afraid to hit it on
directly.
directly.
Is saying she's saying it so damn fast I can't read her lips.
She said she ain't dealt with that trauma yet.
Oh, you can't hear us again?
I can't hear
me.
Candace this week. I don't know why. I had literally been reading her lips the whole show. I know that sounds crazy, but I had to do it with GMT one show too. So
and exactly, no cap.
Has not addressed that trauma yet.
The brother was, and you know what? No cap, you're absolutely right, Freezy. Like he really was inconsiderate. He was, you know, negligent. You know, and he neglected to take into account. You know, it only takes a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? Kid goes to a bathroom. I mean, not even saying that. I mean, again, if he did it to his own child in their home, what can you really put past this person? Even though he's had to share a 6x9 with a dude named Tiny for the past, 15. We still don't know. I mean, and let's not act like sexual deviancy doesn't, exacerbate in jail for a lot of men there. You feel what I'm saying? So again, it's just one of those things where it's a lot to unpack. I told y'all this is going to be a doozy.
Hey, for all that, I'm going to prison. I am going to whatever jail cell my father was in. I will be occupying that cell for the rest of my natural life because my brother got to get up out of there. My daddy got to get up out of there because my brother got to go because you put him around my dad that was doing whatever he was doing to me. After I told you not to. That's 25 years right there. And then it's going to be premeditated what I do to my father because I'm obviously not over it. And now I'm thinking that you might do it to my child. I am going to prison for the rest of my natural life.
That wouldn't be premeditated. That would be
no, yes, it would. Have you seen Law Abiding Citizen? I'm going to jail for the rest of my life because it's up.
This is not a laughing topic. Don't be making me laugh.
Listen, I stopped letting my kids go around my daughters, their mother's family because when they were babies, they wanted to kiss them in the mouth. I thought that shit was weird to me. One time I told her not to. She did it again. I kicked them out of my house on Christmas, and they haven't seen the kids since. Like, so to think that the threat now that you might try to like SA my child, I'm going to listen. My mentor told me, he says, hey, listen, when you make your first $1 million, put $750,000 up and give it to an attorney. And I was like, why? That's dumb. He's like, because when you start making money, you start having legal problems. This $750 that I had to put up, I would spend it on my criminal defense because I am going to jail. Like, there's no way. Like, that's how does that make sense?
Yes,
and then the brother, like, I feel like now the brother was in on it.
Yeah.
It's a big
right.
thing all of that anyway because we're Germany and they're
Hold on,
babies.
kid.
And even if you
Hold
don't
on.
want to take it from a different angle, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Joe. You got it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, Dr. Sebastian, this is his first time.
I was
believe
gonna
I've
say
never
because
seen
I
him
ain't never
over
seen
here.
his name.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up,
so much
Sebastian?
love, much
Welcome,
respect, and
Sebastian.
shout
Welcome.
out to you. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Hey, yeah. Definitely welcome, man. It's always good to have new people to come in and come and check us out, man. We hope you stick around. All right.
And subscribe.
I'm about to say something, and I do not mean any offense to you, Kit, or anybody, but I just, man, is there all right? So there's a code amongst men, especially in these folks are melanated, right? They're black, right?
Yes.
All right. So you know, regardless if it's a son or whatever, man, once you do something like that, man, that look, black men usually take them dudes up out of here. I want everybody to check out that dude, Robert Fisher. He, raped a young 3-year-old melanated sister, young little girl. He was only in prison for a month and he got done in. You can go and look that up. Now, here's the thing. I would love to meet this individual who had this story because I'm gonna be real. I don't believe it. I don't believe this story.
Okay.
I would love to meet this individual so we can talk about it because I don't believe it. One thing I don't like sometimes when we talk about stuff like this because you already know how I feel, especially when it comes to feminists. Feminists love to try to throw men under the bus when it comes to lying ass stories and all that stuff. So I need some proof. This man should be on a list that we can look him up. Can we get that provided?
Are you asking?
So
Are you
normally
saying
when
you saying
they
that her
submit
story is a
their
lie so
letters
that
or their
I'm
questions
not
to
saying.
me,
I'm just telling you.
she
I
can't hear
don't
me? She
believe
can't
it.
hear me.
I'm not saying it's not a lie because it could be. It's just it sounds really
let me
far
ask
fetched.
you,
What makes it
because
unbelievable?
we're talking about her father from a 15-year
Yes.
bid. So clearly we're talking about, a decade and a half ago. What exactly is it in the story or what is it about the story that you're not believing? It's not like she's trying to throw smut on some random man. She's talking about her father and her brother. So
Let me help you with this one because I have a background with this. So, Kit, prior to my military career ending, I worked on a task force aimed at catching sex offenders and child pornographers. Correct? So you understand that.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I can tell you is that for every man who is convicted of anything violent with the child, they have a 60% reduction in the chances of them finishing their sentence intact. And when I mean intact, I mean alive. So that's one thing. So the guy coming home from a 15-year bid, and there's a transition period you have to go through once you're SA, and that transition period is going to be at least 24 months to stay in the state of Texas. So he can't be around any children. And then a part of that is you also have to go through another transition period where you can be reintroduced to your family. And those kids, you can only see that they're above the age of 16. And then there's another period where you go from there, and then you can see kids are from 12 to 16. You have to work your way down.
But here's the thing. Wait, Blockchain. I just want to say this. You're taking that from you're taking that from the aspect of that, and we know people that look like us tend to not follow the rules when it comes to family and paperwork and things like that. Clearly, I didn't say us on this panel. I said people. Clearly the brother let the father in the home, even though he knew that they were only going to be there for a short time. That is a violation. We have people who violate rules and regulations around things like this all the time. What I'm saying is I absolutely 100% I'm like a Maury baby test. 1,000% agree with you, Blockchain. But what I'm saying is that we're taking that from the aspect that everyone is following protocol and did what they were supposed to, knowing good and well that as Black people, we make provisions for relatives for certain things all the time. We even have a tendency to not talk about the hard things and keep it in the house because we don't want anybody in our business on the outside. So that is a very real thing that happens all the time. All I am saying is that, you know, I don't see a reason to not believe her story, especially if they didn't know what he went in for, right? So if he wasn't in Gen Pop, if he was in a protected unit, if anything could happen as to why he was able to survive his 15 years.
The outside part of what I'm talking about, because he comes home, he's on an ankle monitor. That's one. That's a given. Like that's mandatory, I think, in like 38 states.
If he finished his time, he's
yes,
still
as a sex offender, yes. Because one of the criteria for getting off the ankle monitor, you have to go register with your state, and they give you X amount of time to do that. But the ankle monitor is supposed to protect you or children in the in between time, because they give you a stupid amount of time. It's like 90 days before you have to go register, and you really like going to go get a passport, but you're going on a registry. So that part, I understand now where Chill comes from, because there's just certain things in that story, like time wise, right? According to what I've told you, he shouldn't even have been able to be around those people without the ankle monitor if he just came home. See what I'm saying? So like sometimes a lot of these stories come out where it's like the man's a big bad wolf, he's a bad guy. They do tend to have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, extra fluff in them. And I see where Chill comes from with that. Because in this story alone, I answered it just based off of what you said. But as soon as he said it, I was like, she's lying. I just spoke to the question to try to keep from getting into it. But so Chill brought it up. And then I have the hands-on experience dealing with these people. It do seem like it's some fuckery afoot.
Hey, chill. Give me 1 second. Chill. Give me 1 second. Chill. Give me 1 second. I see 1 second. I'm just saying I gotta go. So I'm telling y'all bye.
You gotta go.
I'm just telling y'all bye. I'm telling y'all bye.
We all gotta go. Just
I see y'all. Y'all have a good one. Nice having a conversation with you. All right,
I just wanted to say real quick.
I was just going to tie up a timeline thing, because the time
it doesn't matter. The years for the crime don't match. 15.
You're not allowing.
That's not enough. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why it just sounds wild. 15 years. But
he got out in April. This question was just recently happened. This particular situation with the kid and everything just recently happened. So we're talking from April until, let's even say that it happened. I want to say I got this letter, like maybe a week and a half ago. So let's
back and have her come to the show.
That family has to be white.
They're black.
She said they're black.
Fair.
She said they're black.
They're black.
My siblings would know better than to have.
Yeah,
I thought my siblings deal with me they would know better. Like,
yeah, it just doesn't pass the smell test, and I'm sorry, it just don't.
So from
15 years don't even match.
But either way, I think it's her responsibility.
Jay, what do you think about this? Because
family. Could we get a little bit of order in here? All right, y'all. I'm past my time, and we need a little bit of OT.
I see.
But we got my team. Do me a favor. Please stay on the panel. Please stay in the back. We got to talk about some things.
Yes.
But even with that being said, I know. Even with that being said, much love, much respect. This was a great show. I thoroughly enjoyed the topic. Every one of y'all did.
We were very demure and mindful. Except for Chill.
And if y'all do me a favor, those of you, because I know we have a lot of new folks over here today, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. We do this every Sunday
at 4
p.m. and turn on your bell notification. We do this every Sunday at 4 p.m. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. we have Grown Women Talking. Every Friday at 1:30 we got Grown Men Trash Talking. And I got my dating show, Meet to Marry, that's on its way. So please stay tuned. We got a lot going on this channel, y'all. So I will see y'all on the next one.
GMT, Be Conscious was asking about how to get on the panel. I'm just making sure people know.
Because
Oh, what? Cut my damn camera off.
Come back here, kid. So be conscious. I have my IG inside my description, so you can do me a favor and you can DM me, and then let's chit chat. So you can always get at me through that. Also, we have a $10 super chat by Season Swag. Before we leave, he just some love shout outs to. All right. So with that being said, y'all, I hear echo. So with that being said, y'all, I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
If it gets too hot, roll the window down. If I fuck things up, just tell me now. I'm living in a blinded town, am I running out of time? Feeling control when I'm talking to you. Slow trip, trying to play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach. White water running down my feet. Make love and repeat, I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. It's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving head first, don't save me. Is there something I can say? Make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? To make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
It's your boy GMT. This time we're doing it big. Dating is hard, and lately it's been like a cat and mouse game, and dating with intentions has almost become non-existent.
Here's where we come in. Hi, I'm Dion. The dating scene has become dry and swiping left has become irritating. Are you ready to find the love of your life?
Welcome to Meet to Marry.